what we're going to talk about today is going to be super life-changing, especially on your trading journey, because I'm going to teach you some rules and I'm going to teach you some steps, maybe tips that how you can refine your strategy and how you can make it so powerful. So what we're going to talk about is turning losses idea to a trading rule. So first of all, you should understand that the losses is part of the journey. It doesn't matter how much you have a great strategy, you're going to still take losses. Even last 3 days, I took one stop losses. So these are completely normal. So don't try to be perfect. Don't try to find one good strategy without stop losses, because that's impossible. Even let's say small and private hedge funds took stop loss too. They made, let's say, some mistakes and they lost some money. But you should understand is this mistake that you have, it's can get fixed or can get better, or it's part of the game. You can do anything with it. You should understand this because trading is completely different with the real world. In the real world, you try to be perfect. Without making a mistake. So you're thinking without making a mistake, you can be perfect. And the human nature can be perfect because all of us are human and we can be perfect in this topic. But in the real life, yeah, maybe you can do it. Maybe you can do it less. But I can say in the real life and the trading is kind of be the same. But in the trading, you can't make any, let's say, mistakes. What I mean is you can't be so clear. You can't be so perfect. You can't be so, the best and the top, the trader that make a lot of money without taking any stop losses. But you can do some step. You can put some rule that you can pretty much control your stop losses. You can learn from them and you do it less. So let's talk about that. The first thing you're going to do after you take your stop losses, you are going to ask this question. You're going to ask this question. The one rule. This one question after stop losses you should ask from yourself. Is the stop losses that I took, what was the reason of the stop losses that I took? And then you're going to have 3 answers for it. You're going to choose one. The stop loss that I took was based on my emotional decision. So that's the first answer. So the second answer is the stop loss that I took is based on the trading plan that I didn't follow. Okay. And the third one is I followed my trading plan, but I took the stop loss, so it's part of the game. Okay. So you should understand this. Now, once you have 3 answers, you're going to choose one. Here is how the real thing comes to play. Let's say if you take a stop loss and the answer was that was an emotional decision, you're going to sit down and you're going to analyze why you took that stop loss and what was the time. You're going to analyze the small detail, why that trade put you in a psychology pressure to you to take that trade. So you're going to understand, maybe we had a news. Or let's say my last trade was a stop loss. Or we can say, I had this problem, I had that problem. So you're going to understand what was the reason of the emotional decision stop loss that you took. And once you understand that, what you're going to do is you try to make some rules to cover that. Let's say if you take a stop loss because of the revenge trading. So what you're going to do, you just going to go with the daily limit rule. You're going to go with 1 trade per day. So that's mean you're going to change your rule from 3 trade per day to 1 trade per day. So even if you take a stop loss in 1 day, you are done for the day. That rule can stop you from pretty much taking more trades and revenge trade and emotional trades. Or let's do another example. If you have FOMO, okay, if you take a trade because of the FOMO, once you feel you're gonna put a new rule in trading plan. Once you feel that you miss a trade, or you see that price is near to your entry and prices start to go up, and then for the FOMO you enter. So once you feel that, you're gonna change your trading plan. Once I feel that, I'm not gonna trade on that hour or on that session. So yes, maybe there is a chance that you're gonna lose that trade. Maybe price gonna go up and you're gonna miss that trade, right? But with this rule, you pretty much it's like insurance. You insure yourself from the future and high possibility emotional decision losses. And your mind is in the peace. Your soul is in the peace. So once the mind and the soul is in the peace, you can make a good decision, because trading is all about the decision. Okay, so you should find some rules that you can put it and cover that mistake. Now, let's go with the second one. A lot of you guys maybe after psychology taking these type of the stop loss. You didn't follow your trading plan, right? So once you take a stop loss, everything was clear, your psychology was good, and you see that was a technical analysis problem. So what I recommend to do is first open the chart and ask yourself why I took a stop loss here. Okay, analyze the chart. See, for example, if you take a stop loss here and you was looking for the same area to buy, why price didn't respect that the buy area? Check your trading plan. Maybe you missed one small detail or rule. Okay, so if there is no problem with the trading plan, you're gonna check the chart. You're gonna ask yourself. So, okay, so for example, you was looking for buy in an order block, and the order block created the equal low, right? And you took a stop loss there. So you're gonna get confused a little bit. You're gonna say, okay, maybe it's because of, let's say, stop loss. I'm sorry, maybe it's because of the, let's say, equal low. So you're gonna write this in your trading journal. And in the future losses, even if you take in the future losses, you see you have the same issues or the same stop loss scenario. The order block that traded equal low, it was looking for the buy, but price take it out for more than 2 times. What are you gonna do? You're gonna take that concept, because the market trying to teach you something, right? You're gonna take that and you're gonna put it in your rule. That means I will never going to buy in an order block that have an equal low below it. Oh. See, that's it. So you're gonna learn from it. You're gonna listen. You should open your ear and you should listen to the market. Every stop loss trying to teach you something. Every stop loss in the market trying to tell you something. You should open your eyes and you should understand that. A lot of you guys just you hate the stop loss, but my mentor was my stop losses. I personally, my best mentor is my stop losses. Because if you open your eyes and if you open your ears and if you put detail, you're going to understand why you took a stop loss. And if you start to analyze them, if you start to listen to them, you're going to learn you're going to start hearing what they're trying to tell you. Now, the third one is the part of the game. Sometimes you're taking a stop loss. As I told you, you can be perfect, but there was nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with the technical analysis. There was nothing wrong with your psychology. There's nothing wrong with the risk management, but you took that as stop loss. Awesome. What are you going to do here? It's part of the game, yeah. Analyze, and if you didn't able to analyze, and if once you was looking for the reason, and if you see you followed all the trading plan, and there was nothing wrong with that, what are you going to do? You're just going to say it's part of the game. The last 2 days I took a stop loss. Everything was perfect. My setup was perfect. My psychology was perfect. But it was part of the game. Every time I try to ask this question to myself, what was the reason of the stop loss here? Everything was clear in my trading plan. So it's part of the game. Let it go. Let it go. You can be perfect. You can be perfect. That's so important. Now, a lot of you guys think, okay, so Ibu, in this case, we're going to have a lot of stop losses. No. If you follow the exact thing that I told you, to learn from your stop losses and apply that as a rule in your trading plan, your win rate is going to increase by 20%. If your win rate is 50%, your win rate is going to change after to the 70%. If your win rate is 70%, your win rate can be 90%, right? But you should hear and you should learn from it. Because once you go with those rules, the amount of trade that you're going to catch is going to be so low, but you're going to focus on a higher quality and you're going to make more money. The low trade that you catch, the more money you're going to make. And the high win rate you're going to have. The high trade that you're going to catch, the less money you're going to make. What is different between them? The lower trade that you catch, you should be patient. You should be patient. You should be super fucking patient. But the higher money you're going to make, you're going to catch you catch 4 good trade per month. It's a low trade, right? It's a low amount of the trade. But because you was focusing on a high quality setup, you made it insane money. I'm catching 4 trade per month and I'm making $8,000, $9,000, $10,000. That's it. So the more trade you catch, the less money and the less win rate you're gonna have. Because the more trade you're gonna catch, you're gonna go with the scalp style. 2 trades per day, 3 trades per day, and that doesn't going to be consistent, and 100% because you are not mastering your psychology is not perfect, what's going to happen? You're going to lose and lose.